Recently, Culture Shock Wrestling lost a very close member of our family, longtime ring announcer Brian Beast Move Reese. One of the last conversations I had with Brian, he was leaving for another organization, a better opportunity. He said, "Mike, if you want it, you can be the new voice of CSW." And I'll never forget what I said to him. I said, "Brian, you will always be the voice of CSW." And that feels more true than ever right now. Our hearts are very broken about this loss. We send our love to his family and his friends.
Good evening, CSW Viral fans. Tonight, your wondrous CSW Viral champion gets double the pleasure, double the fun. Because not only do you get one opportunity, as usual, to see that I am 20% cooler than any of you losers, as I defend my title against Nathan Beast tonight, you get double the fun as you see me, well, not defend my viral title, but have a second chance to earn even more gold. More on that in just a moment. But Nathan Beast, you are a former CSW champion. Congratulations on that, but I want to put more emphasis on the former part. Because you see, I've made such a huge impact since I've been here that after only a mere 3 matches, I was holding gold. How long did it take you to get there? And I've already held my title longer than you've held yours. You're not the first former CSW champion I've contended with. I showed Cali Kid I had what it took. He had to have his goons beat me down. And the difference between you and him, you don't have anybody to watch your back. So tonight, not only are they going to see that you're still homeless, but I'm going to prove that you're worthless. And then later, thanks to the definition of technician himself, Chris Ty, not being able to be here, I've just been informed by CSW management that I have the most amazing opportunity tonight. So, in a good month or so, at 4 Corners of Hell, I will be in the 4 Corners of Hell for an opportunity to earn a second title. Because tonight, I get to take on Jon Ryker. You see, Ryker, you're bigger than I am. You are, but smarter, not so much. You think you have this in the bag because I'll already be worn out from one match? No, sir. I won't be worn out. Beast, he's easy, he's cake, he's much smaller than me. I can handle him, and you, I'm smarter than you. You're going to find out by night's end, the bigger they are, the louder they scream.
Welcome, fans, once again to another action-packed episode of Culture Shock Wrestling Viral. I'm Mike Roycroft, and we got a new member of the family here. Please introduce yourself.
All right, Damian Hendricks here. I'm sitting in on Viral to lead us into the 4 Corners of Hell show coming up here. Fans, I'm excited.
Damian, welcome aboard. I can use all the help I can get here, that's for sure. We're very happy to have you along. And as luck would have it, you have arrived on the Brackin episode. I mean, as you saw in our opening, this guy's going to be all over the place, starting off with the defense of his viral title against Nathan Beast.
That's right, I tell you what, I'm loving this guy's hair, and I think he is too.
Everybody loves hashtag Chris Brackin's hair. Let's go to the ring right now. And Damon, we see the entrance of the most popular wrestler in Culture Shock Wrestling, Nathan Beast. And he is on a road to redemption, if you will, losing the CSW title back in January. We saw him on the last show
He's looking to get his way back up the ladder. Defeated Street Bandit to qualify for the Four Corners of Hell. And now he's got the Viral champion in Chris Brackin.
Yes, sir, he does. No easy task there last month, but he's making his way back to that title run, isn't he?
Indeed, it was a very competitive matchup. Street Bandit gave him just about all he could handle. But still, Nathan Beast coming out on top, and that automatically puts him in line for the CSW title at the Four Corners of Hell coming up this month. But first, he just may be walking into that Four Corners of Hell match with new gold around his waist, because he's facing this man, Chris Brackin, the Viral Internet Champion, as we wait for him and his hair to make their glorious entrance. Oh man, what a mane, what a coif, if you will, of luxurious golden hair. The Viral Champion, Chris Brackin.
This guy thinks he's something else, doesn't he?
Well, he knows what he's got up top there on top of that head, and he's showing it all off. Hashtag Chris Brackin's hair. We want to encourage everybody out there to get this trending just as soon as possible, because I think Chris Brackin needs a little boost to the ego there just by looking at him, wouldn't you say?
I would say so. This guy looks like he's so full of himself.
Nonetheless, though, he is the Viral Internet Champion, and he's more than capable in the ring of taking care of business. And Nathan Beast just might be hitting a roadblock on that path to redemption, if you will.
But how sweet would it be to walk into that CSW Championship match holding the Internet Championship?
No question about it. Nathan Beast trying to get back on a roll, and this would definitely give him a lot of momentum going into the Four Corners of Hell. We also know with Chris Brackin being part of tradition, he's going to take any shortcut available to him. For all their talk about traditional wrestling and scientific mat work, they will not hesitate to pull hair, to rake eyes, to do whatever. And it looks like Brackin kind of showing off the hair again now.
Yeah, speaking of pulling hair.
Oh, what's Nathan Beast doing?
Just like a hair versus hair match, so to speak.
Perhaps so. Well, all due respect to Nathan Beast, I'm not sure he can outmatch the glorious mane of Christopher Brackin.
The fans seem to think otherwise. Of course, the fan favorite here, Nathan Beast, always has the love of the fans backing him up.
There. Oh, turned his back though. Not a good move for on Chris Brackin. Wow!
He said, "I'll take that hair flip and raise you a hair throw."
Vicious takedown by Chris Brackin. Perhaps fooling Nathan Beast right into where he wanted him to go. Taking the psychological and physical advantage right off the get-go as the Viral Champion. Wrenching that arm. Damon, I'd say these two are just about physically well matched up on an even basis here.
I'd say so. Look at Beast coming back there with a nice arm drag.
Oh, almost crashed and burned there. Both men thinking wiser of that.
And Brackin being wise enough to step out of the way there. Don't want Beast to come off those ropes, through the ropes, anywhere through the air coming down on you.
Oh, nice drop toe hold there. Nathan Beast. Oh, there's that drop kick to the posterior. We saw that on Street Bandit last time. Takes Brackin face first down to the floor. And the second time's a charm.
Very nice. That time Brackin not getting out of the way.
Nathan Beast hitting that suicide dive right through the ropes there. And now he's got a hold of that hair.
There's one of those cheap shots you were talking about earlier in the match. Thumb to the eye by Brackin.
Well, it's definitely breaking down here, but it's kind of anything goes on the outside anyway. And that's where Nathan Beast took it. He's paying the price now. I was going to say, no sooner did he get his momentum taken away from him than he got it back, but Brackin's right back in this now. Firmly in control. Big forearm elbow shots to the face of Nathan Beast. And goes to the gut as well.
Heavy shoulders there. I'll tell you what though, still don't count the Beast out here.
No question about that. Nathan Beast has all the fight in the world in him. Not really sure so far what the strategy of Chris Brackin is. He doesn't seem to be necessarily focusing on any one part there. Perhaps going a bit more to the neck and shoulder area a bit.
Yeah, he's going for an all-body wear down here. He's not targeting one specific spot. Not the arm, not the leg.
I'll tell you what, though, if he's just waiting for Nathan Beast to make a mistake, he might be waiting for a while, because Beast has certainly upped his game, really stepped up to veteran-type status here in the past year. His star has really shown in Culture Shock Wrestling.
Now back to the hair. Look, Beast getting his hair stepped on, pulled out of his head there.
I don't think Carl Gotch ever used that move back in the traditional days. Nonetheless effective, and he scores a 2 count. Definitely has Nathan Beast a bit dazed at this point. Nathan Beast back with the big kicks to the midsection. Oh!
Enziguri. Nice connection right in the back of the head of Brackin.
Certainly great form by Nathan Beast. And he has got the Viral Internet Champion reeling. Big chops. We've seen that Achilles chest, if you will, in the past of Chris Brackin. It lights up pretty easily with those chops. Nathan Beast obviously doing his homework on that. Brackin immediately getting as far away from that as he can get, and he has Nathan Beast down once again. It's really been back and forth so far, Damon. Like I said, these two men very evenly matched.
Yes, it has. Brackin's been doing some pretty good sidestepping here. Looks like he's checked out Beast's work here lately. Being prepared for him for this match.
Big reversal into the corner and a vicious clothesline. Nathan Beast making it to the ropes. Chris Brackin firmly back in control here. Perhaps it's Nathan Beast who's waiting for Chris Brackin to make a mistake here.
Now, did he grab the ropes because he's out of energy, or just to conserve a little more energy to come back here? Has Brackin worn him down that much so far that he had to resort to grabbing the rope as opposed to kicking out?
Or maybe playing possum a little bit, who knows? One can only speculate. Nathan Beast, I'm sure, coming in here with some kind of game plan. He's looking to play Chris Brackin any way he can, score that pinfall, and take that Viral Internet Championship.
It definitely looks like it's getting to Brackin. He's looking a little frustrated here.
What would make the fans more happy? Oh, look at that! Turned around, reversed him, and caught him straight down. And now he's going for that hammerlock DDT. Brackin.
What a low blow. Look at that. Taking the easy way out and saving his championship.
Had it scouted out. And like you say, taking the coward's way out, if you will, is Chris Brackin. Let's go to the replay on that again. Nathan Beast reversing the momentum. Like I said, looking for that moment, and he hits it. That's Brackin straight down.
This looks like is where it was turning around for Beast. Looks like he was about to score the win here and take home that Internet Championship. Brackin resorting to dirty tactics.
Change clothes, change opinions right before I change my mind. I don't really
Damian, there you have it, in controversial fashion, but nonetheless still your viral internet champion, Chris Brackin.
And I gotta tell you, Chris Brackin coming up later this show is gonna be taking on Jon Ryker, and the winner of that match goes on to the Four Corners of Hell match. I bet you the reason he did that low blow, not only to save his title, but to save himself to make it to this next match, to make it to the Four Corners of Hell.
Well, that's a very good point, Damian. If nothing else, Chris Brackin's certainly a self-preservationist, taking the easy way out here so he can still have a head of steam coming into this next match. We want you to know next week on Viral, fans, we are going to find out who the new #1 contender for Chris Brackin's Viral title is. So not only has he got the Four Corners of Hell on his mind, he's got to worry about whoever this #1 contender coming after his belt next is going to be.
That's right, that #1 contendership match is going to be Zane Stevens, Christopher Slade, and Brian Cage. And the winner there is going to be taking on Chris Brackin. Chris Brackin is going to have his hands full with one of those three.
No kidding about it. Any one of those three could become champion in an instant. But things are not over in the Chris Brackin extravaganza episode of CSW Viral. Leading up to our Four Corners of Hell event, April 26th, we are going to have a Four Corners of Hell qualifier right now. Christopher Brackin taking on Mr. Hardcore Jon Ryker.
And Damon, for the second time this episode, we have the esteemed pleasure of looking at the hair of Chris Brackin. That's right, hashtag Chris Brackin's hair, making its way, along with its owner, Chris Brackin, through the CSW curtain.
Who's leading who? The hair's leading him, or he's leading the hair?
I think the hair is clearly in control here, Damon. It's a sight to behold. But, Chris Brackin kind of turning this into the Chris Brackin show today. Not sure we've ever seen anybody have two matches on one episode since CSW Viral started, so that's going to be a future trivia question somewhere.
Right, earlier tonight he managed to hold on to that Viral championship.
Actually, he got disqualified, but let's listen to Chris Brackin. Brackin getting a bit frustrated with the crowd here. We don't have all night. Come on, dude.
Instead, I am taking his place tonight in the Four Corners of Hell qualifier.
Chris Brackin stepping in for the apparently injured Chris Ty. I must question that from the get-go, Damon. Maybe part of the subterfuge of the Tradition group, who knows? But nonetheless, Chris Brackin now taking his spot in this match for a potential slot in the Four Corners of Hell coming up.
All right, it's good to have friends in high places. And Chris Brackin here keeping that internet championship. And now he's going to make a run for the Four Corners of Hell match coming up here on April 26th.
Mr. Hardcore, not a whole lot of hair shine going on with him. Nothing pretty about it. He's just going to come in there and beat some ass, pardon my French. That's the method of operation for Jon Ryker. Chris Brackin, he may think he's got a little feather in his cap getting this match here, but may not turn out quite as well as he likes it. Jon Ryker, not a man to be messed with.
That's right. I'll tell you what, if Jon Ryker makes it through here to the Four Corners of Hell match, everybody in that match is going to have some trouble.
No question about it. He knows his way around that Four Corners of Hell match. Looks like Brackin trying to get a little mouthy here. Well, I don't know what he expected to get out of that, but here it comes right there on the Achilles chest of Chris Brackin, Jon Ryker,
Just lighting him up.
chopping him down like an oak tree. You know, you talked about friends in high places, how helpful that is for tradition, Damon, but we got word recently, you talk about friends in high places, that the lead member of tradition, Justin Overstreet, he recently became the AIWF World's Heavyweight Champion, defeating Salem Center 6 in North Carolina, I believe it was. And what bigger feather in your cap can you have than the AIWF World's Heavyweight Championship?
Yeah, these guys are looking to capture all the gold here. If Brackin does seem to beat Ryker here and make his way into the Four Corners of Hell match, then he potentially could be the CSW champion.
You know, it's almost reminiscent of the way the Fist came in here, just started running roughshod over everybody and capturing all the belts here. Maybe some of the reason for the tension between Tradition and Fist is the Fist sees some of their thunder being stolen, if you will. And so far, Tradition's been very successful. Chris Brackin is the internet champion, the viral champion, and I know two of the other members of Tradition coming up very shortly here on Viral get their shot at the tag team title. We really could see a clean sweep of things here. But right now, the focus is on the Four Corners of Hell slot. Jon Ryker focusing Chris Brackin's back on that unforgiving floor.
All right, if Brackin keeps taking this kind of punishment, I don't see him making his way to the Four Corners of Hell match.
Well, this is only a taste of what he's in for if he does make it there, that's for sure. Oh! Once again, vicious chop to the chest of Chris Brackin. I think we're going to see a bright shade of red on that chest before long. Oh! Wise move by Chris Brackin, and he gets a rare advantage over the big man. Surprised he's not going straight for that shoulder there. Trying to out-chop Jon Ryker, not the smartest strategy in the world, I would say, Damon.
No, it seems like it just woke him back up.
Seems like he...
And there's
Ooh.
a receipt for you, Brackin.
No kidding. Really a missed opportunity there. All due respect to Chris Brackin, I got to question why he didn't go straight after that shoulder. That would have been the best way to gain the advantage over the big man. Jon Ryker right back in control now. Four Corners of Hell is his match. I mean, I think he's been in it a record number of times. And he's certainly looking to get back in it this year.
All right, which is one reason every competitor needs to watch out if Ryker makes it through that match.
Ryker focusing on the chest there, hitting the big boot as well as an elbow drop right down on that chest. Chris Brackin is in a bad way right now against Mr. Hardcore. Even his hair is in a bad way. Hashtag Chris Brackin's hair, everybody. Oh, wow.
If he keeps this up, he's going to chop right through him.
We can hear that one all the way in Panama City. Jon Ryker bringing Chris Brackin back in the ring the hard way, and yet it's about as bright red as it could get, that chest of Chris Brackin. It's been chopped to hell and back by Jon Ryker. Big headbutt. And Chris Brackin's really going to have to pull a trick out of his sleeve to outmaneuver and pin this guy, or he's a goner. He's just Ryker bait, as they say.
Yeah, Ryker definitely has Brackin dazed here. Looks like he's out on his feet.
Double thrust to the throat now. Jon Ryker, not really renowned for a lot of scientific mat wrestling. I'm sure he knows a lot more than he lets on. But his MO, as I said, just get in there and brawl and kick some behind. And that's what he's been successfully doing so far with Chris Brackin. Brackin not able to muscle him out of the corner. And here we go again. More chops courtesy of Jon Ryker.
Yeah, it seems this whole match, Brackin just cannot match the power of Jon Ryker.
And I wonder if there's just going to be a big, bright red dent in the chest of Chris Brackin when this is all over. Here we go, going for the big choke slam. That's it. You don't kick out of this. 3 count.
And right you are. You do not kick out of that choke slam. Looks like Jon Ryker is making his way to the Four Corners of Hell match.
Indeed. once again in the four corners of hell. April 26th is Jon Ryker. I don't think he's done with him, though. Tosses him out of the ring. And what's he got in mind for Chris Brackin now? Oh! More chest punishment for Chris Brackin.
As Brackin was able to weasel his way out of that match earlier and hold on to his internet championship, but he could not secure his spot for the four corners of hell match.
Oh boy, here we go again.
Looks like tradition's plan isn't coming full circle there.
Indeed. Jon Ryker advancing and continuing the punishment on Chris Brackin. The chest is just hamburger meat at this point, but thank God the hair is okay.
Wow, Damian, there you go. Jon Ryker getting the big win there. He marches on to Four Corners of Hell April 26th. Should be quite a stellar match.
Should be. The Four Corners of Hell. That is a hardcore match, and when you got Mr. Hardcore Jon Ryker in there, everybody else better watch their back.
Well, it's only fitting. Hey, let's run down the participants. Four Corners of Hell, April 26th at the Mossy Head Community Center. We have got in the ring, all at one time, the CSW Heavyweight Champion Billy Reyes, the California Kid, Nathan Beast, Fabulous Jimmy, Mike Metal, and you saw the new entrant, Mr. Hardcore, Jon Ryker. What a collision of talent. What a testosterone-filled ring that's going to be, Damian.
It is, and I got to tell you, Billy Reyes might, he's going to have a big target on his back. He might not be walking out of there with that belt.
Certainly don't envy him being in there with all of those guys looking after what he's got. Not only that, big news, fans, a new AIWF World's Heavyweight Champion was crowned. Justin Overstreet from Tradition, returning triumphant with that world's title belt wrapped around his waist. But I don't envy him either. He faces the challenge and the wrath of the beast, Lane Smart.
And Overstreet better watch himself because Lane Smart is an animal, a beast. He is out of control and over the top.
No question about it, that is going to be quite a collision. Fans, we want to see each and every one of you there. April 26th, Mossy Head Community Center, Four Corners of Hell, for both of those matches. Also join us here next week on CSW Viral. We will have a #1 contendership match for the Viral Internet title. For my brand new co-host, Damian Hendricks, thank you so much for helping me out
You're welcome.
tonight.
I'm glad to be here.
Yes, indeed. We're glad to have you. I'm Mike Roycroft. We'll see you next time.